Let's talk about the best way to generate leads for local business owners. And for those of you that are watching this going, well, I'm not a local business owner. I'm trying to, generate leads to sell to local business owners. It's going to be just as applicable for you. But for a minute, I want to talk to the local business owners. Those of you that own companies, that you own carpet cleaning companies, you own duct cleaning companies, you own tree service companies, you own crime scene cleanup companies. I want to speak to you because I don't do a ton of videos on this, but what I've found and what I've seen is that we actually have quite a few people that find this channel, that find these videos and find this content super helpful, that aren't necessarily looking to start their own thing. They aren't necessarily looking to start an agency or a portfolio of digital real estate properties. They just want more leads for their business. So I want to talk to you, Mr. Business Owner. But if you are somebody that's looking to or is already in this space and is doing local lead generation, is doing digital real estate, this is going to be just as applicable to you. But I want to speak to you, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, who's looking to get more leads. Okay, we're just going to talk about that because really the question comes down to like the more leads that you can get, the more appointments you can run, the more potential deals you can close. And obviously that's how you make more money. Okay, so I want to give you a couple of tips of the best way to get local leads for your small business. Now, no matter what kind of business that you have, no matter whether it's carpet cleaning, no matter whether it's duct cleaning, whatever it is, okay, you have to understand that there are a million different ways to get leads. And I really, really mean that because you've seen people hang flyers and you've seen people do mailers, you've seen people knock doors, and you've seen people wrap their car and all radio ads. And there's so many different things. And as a small business owner, it becomes very, very overwhelming. And trust me, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, for us that are lead generators, for us that are agency owners, trying to provide you with a phenomenal service, it's very frustrating for us because there's so many things to do. And we want to provide a phenomenal service for you, the business owner. Okay. But my first piece of advice for you from somebody who's literally worked with hundreds of small business owners is that you need to pick one. Okay. You need to pick one. And you got to realize that, yeah, you can get leads out of the BNI group. And yeah, you can get leads out of wrapping your truck. And yeah, you can get leads out of mailers and whatever, all these different ideas, right? Hiring a company to manage your Facebook page, whatever. But you need to pick one and you need to make it work. And then you can go to the next. Once it's automated, once it's systematized, then you can go to the next, and just don't try to do everything at once. You're going to get frustrated and you're going to watch dollars go out the door. And what I'm proposing to you, because you don't care how many leads you get, it's about how many leads you close, right? I assume, right? So if we look at all the different options, right? All the different ways that you could get leads, I would argue 7 days a week till the day is blue, whatever that saying is, that the very best, highest converting leads are going to be with Google leads, okay? Google organic leads specifically. Second, after Google organic, is going to be Google ad. And if you're sitting here going, what is Google organic? Simply put, Google organic means that you go and take your website. If you don't have a website, you got to get a website. You take your website, you rank it on Google so that when people type in concrete near me or concrete Lawton, Oklahoma, or concrete Bentonville, Arkansas, your website is the one that shows up. And therefore you get phone calls, AKA leads, and you go and make money, right? That's the organic, right? Because it happens organically. That's why they call it organic. The second piece of that is going to be the Google ads. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's when you do a search, Bentonville Concrete, Lawton Concrete, wherever you're located, Salt Lake City Concrete. And at the very top of Google, the very first companies that show up, there's this little thing next to them a lot of times that says ad, okay? ad. And that means that they are paying to put their website at the top. Now, those of you that are in local lead generation are going, dude, you're going very, very basic. But at the same time, it's very important that we remember the basics, and we remember, and you could take and you could extract from what I'm sharing with the local business owner right now, the exact same principle of quit trying to chase 100 different things, quit trying to do this and do that to make money, and just focus on one. But Mr. Business Owner, Mrs. Business Owner, what I would recommend is that your main focus becomes get a website, okay? You don't need to go spend thousands of dollars on a website. Go get a website, a basic website, homepage, service pages, maybe a location page, maybe an About Us page, okay? Go and pick which city within your coverage area you're going to target, okay? If you're watching this and you're based in Dallas, okay? I like using Dallas because it's kind of or let's say Phoenix, let's mix it up. If you're based in the Phoenix area, do you want to position yourself as the Phoenix concrete person? Probably on paper, yes, but when you really look at it, it's going to be very competitive. And the question I would ask is, what if you tried to target and you tried to become the biggest in Mesa, or the biggest in Glendale, or the biggest in Queen Creek? And maybe it's a little bit of a drive, that's fine, but as long as you're willing to go and do that, then it shouldn't matter, okay? So build a website, pick the area, and then start doing basic SEO. Okay. Things like making sure that your what's called a page title is dialed in. And by the way, if you don't know what a page title is, when you have your tabs open at the top and you hover over the tab, it's the thing that shows up. When you search for something underneath the maps, that first line is your page title. It's the first thing that Google looks at, in my opinion, the most important thing on the page. Okay. Do some basic SEO, get your page title dialed in. You can Google what a page title is. I think I even have a video on it. Get your content. It's the biggest thing. Get your content dialed in. Don't be lazy. Don't just write, my name is Bob and I like to do concrete. Make sure that you actually put some thought into what you're going to write on your website. Okay. And start to get your SEO going. Now, if you don't go into a very competitive city, you're actually going to be surprised that you're going to start getting your website to rank in the Google search results. Now, sometimes it's going to take more time than others, but it's going to start to rank, and you're going to start to see phone calls come in. And those are going to be your organic phone calls. And then the next thing that I would do is start running simple Google ads, and literally go to Google Ads, go watch a YouTube video on this, go set up what I would call, and I think they still call this, a smart campaign, where they literally walk you through it. They're like, what's your service, tree service? Okay, which keywords do you think people click on? Click all the keywords that apply. What's your budget? Okay, and they'll like show you how to write an ad. Boom, boom, boom. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're probably going to take you 30 minutes the first time. You set it up. It gives you a little number. Boom, you can track which ones came through it, and that's it. Guys, if I were a small business owner that didn't know anything about anything, but I somehow knew what I know now, these are the most important things that you can do to start getting more leads coming in, okay? Is make sure you have a website. Make sure on that website you have a phone number that's clickable, that goes to your cell phone. And I would recommend the phone number is a tracking phone number, so you know which phone calls are coming from the website to your phone, okay? Make sure you have that website. Don't overthink it. Doesn't need to be the fanciest, best, most beautiful website, but make sure you have a website. Start doing SEO after you pick the city you want to target. Start doing SEO. You're going to see that start to work. And then I would set up ads. Okay. Now, as a bonus, I would look into the Google My Business section, but I wouldn't overthink that. That's the Google Local section. And if you're a business owner, Google is going to ask you to verify that you are actually the business owner, and you're probably going to show your license and all this different stuff. But because you're the business owner, it's not going to be a big deal. They might even video you, whatever, and you can just show them, hey, this is my business card. Here's my license, whatever. Guys, gals, business owners, Mr., Mrs., these things, this is where I would target first. If you want a service business, this is the low-hanging fruit. It's 2023. You need a website. You freaking need a website. This is the best thing. Forget about wrapping your truck. Forget about the flyers and the coupons and the mailers and the radio ads. This is where you are going to win. It's the quickest, lowest hanging fruit. And this is honestly what I would recommend. This is the best way to generate leads as a local business owner.